Viewers, from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, the language debate is back yet again. In Karnataka, a bus conductor was assaulted in Belagavi for allegedly not speaking in Marathi, while in Tamil Nadu, Hindi signs were vandalized by miscreants. Let's tell you about the cases one by one. In Belagavi, the bus conductor was allegedly assaulted for speaking in Kannada instead of Marathi. The incident subsequently led to suspension of bus services between the two states. Then Maharashtra buses were targeted in Karnataka and vice versa.
एक लड़का एक लड़की बैठे थे, लेकिन बस में टोटल लेडीज 80 से 90 लेडीज था। मैं सबको टिकट दे रहे थे। उनको एक लड़की बोला इधर कर्नाटक में तो लेडीज को फ्री है। उसको सामने उसको बाजू में एक लड़का बैठा था, उसको भी फ्री टिकट लिया उन्होंने। मैं तो नहीं देखा था, उन्होंने 2 टिकट मंगाया, 2 टिकट मैंने दिया और एक टिकट किसका मैंने पूछा वो लड़की को। वो लड़की ने कहा इनको अरे कर्नाटक में वैसा नहीं चलती माँ। बोलने के बाद अरे मराठी में बोलो, मेरे को मराठी नहीं आता, आप कन्नड़ में बोलिए। मैं बोला
कितने लोग थे सर?
सर वो उनका गांव में कम से कम बोला तो बस में तो 6 से 7 जने बस में छेड़ के मेरे को मारा और नीचे 30-50 लोग था।
It is unfortunate. Some incidents are happening which are really not good. They have disturbed the society. I only want this type of thing should not get repeated. Government of Karnataka will make all efforts to see that this type of unnecessary events take place.
Now, in Tamil Nadu, Hindi signboards were vandalized at multiple railway stations, and in Chennai, an anti-Hindi rangoli was also made. These incidents have once again led to fresh tensions and taken a political turn. The DMK and the Congress have accused the centre of imposing Hindi through the introduction of a new education policy and accused them of strangling Tamil language while doing so. The BJP, meanwhile, is dismissing these allegations.
The education minister must understand that provoking the chief ministers, insulting the chief ministers and trying to do politics over this kind of policy is not acceptable, and Tamil Nadu chief minister has reacted in a strong way, and the government of Tamil Nadu has been very clear for long years that the two-language policy has been implemented in Tamil Nadu. Union government should not force the states to adopt to some other policy.
They are trying to provoke the people of Tamil Nadu because the people of Tamil Nadu, particularly the poor rural students, they want to learn one more language which is being denied by the Tamil Nadu state government, particularly the Dravida model DMK government. Whereas all private schools are students are learning the third language, but the opportunity is being denied for them. So there is a restlessness among the public in Tamil Nadu because they want to learn more, but this government is not doing that. So in order to show that they are violent, these people are taking these tactics.
Joining me now on the broadcast is Mr. Top Vadakan, BJP's national spokesperson, Dr. Nikul Patel, Congress leader, and Rama Subramanian, political analyst. Mr. Rama Subramanian, let me start with you because I was going through what Stalin has been saying about the national education policy, about the new education policy of 2020. He says that NEP is going to stop children from going to school, from studying or getting employment. Could you please decode that for me? How?
I don't understand why this issue is being raked up in Tamil Nadu by the center. In fact, in 1965, I participated in the anti-Indian agitation. My friend, Mr. Rajendran, was shot to death, first fellow to lose the life in 1965 anti-Indian agitation. Still, that is in my heart. So, I mean, what is so great about learning Hindi? If I have to go to Delhi or Uttar Pradesh or any other North Indian state, I will have to willy-nilly learn Hindi I should be able to talk to the people in Hindi. That is going to happen. If I am there, definitely I can learn that and I can converse with the people in Hindi. But this is being imposed. This is definitely being imposed. A two-language formula is in vogue in Tamil
Sir,
Nadu.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I will come back to you on the Hindi imposition bit, but my question was specific to Mr. M.K. Stalin saying that the new education policy is going to stop children from studying and going to school. How is that? How did Mr. Stalin reach that conclusion?
Yeah, definitely. Learning one more language is going to be a burden for the students. I mean, there are many things.
Has a survey been conducted by the DMK in the state of Tamil Nadu? Have they spoken to students who have been saying any of this? And 1968 policy also, by the way, subscribes 3 languages.
No. Why do you want me to learn a third language?
Sir, So I'm assuming you've finished your schooling. It is only for the next generation. But all I'm saying is, how do we know what they want? But that's not even the point. The point being raised is about Hindi imposition. Can you please tell me, since you've decided not to answer my initial question, how does NEP stop students from studying? You are saying because it is your assumption that children would not want to study a third language. Let me go to the next step. Now, the next assumption, why do you think it is Hindi that is being imposed? Where in the National Education Policy 2020, which clause does it say that the third language or one of the 3 languages has to be Hindi? Please enlighten us.
In actuality, it is going to happen. Only Hindi is going to be imposed.
So you agree that it is an assumption on your part?
Yes, it is not an assumption. It is not an assumption. In fact, the 3-language formula will be in a way that Tamil, English and Hindi will be the language.
How?
I mean, you may say that there is an option for learning one more language, but that need not necessarily be Hindi. But in reality, it is going to be how many schools are there to teach a language like Kannada or Telugu or any other language like other than Hindi? It is going to be willy-nilly. It is going to be only Hindi, which is going to be imposed on almost all schools.
Okay,
And
Mr. Vadakan, his point being that theoretically you might say that the National Education Policy, and for our viewers, let me just actually quote what it says. The National Education Policy 2020 says the 3 languages learned by children will be the choices of the states, the regions, and of course the students themselves. It doesn't assume that students would like to learn a particular language, whether it is Hindi or otherwise, so long as at least 2 of the 3 languages are native to India, which means that it could be Tamil and it could be Kannada. It could be Tamil, it could be another Dravidian language as well. But the point being made here, Mr. Vadakan, is that you can write whatever you want to. Implementation is going to be completely different. Eventually, backdoor, it is Hindi imposition.
Sorry to take it from on a different tangent. I would like to tell the panelists who's here that their chief ministers came from diverse languages, state languages, whether it is Jayalalitha or it is N.G. Ramachandranji or even the Karnanidhi family. They all come from different states. Now this attempt to weaponize language for political gains is unfortunate, and this is debunking the cooperative federalism of this country. Now to the question of Hindi imposition, why don't they learn Malayalam? A lot of population from Tamil Nadu are working in Kerala. Why don't they learn Kannada? Who's talking about Hindi in the first place? You learn any of the South Indian languages. You claim to be the leaders for South India. Why not learn any of their languages? When your chief ministers can come from Kannada, from Karnataka, when your chief ministers can come from Kerala, what are you talking about? And if you don't want to learn Hindi, for God's sake, learn any other languages. Or is it your sworn purpose that you will not cross the border of Tamil Nadu and will not visit any other state? Why do you want to isolate Tamil Nadu? Why are you ruining the future of the children, the new generation? Why are you doing this? Do not weaponize language. They can learn any language they want.
Also, when you speak of weaponization, Mr. Nikul Patel, the visuals that we played out a while ago of the Pollachi junction being blacked out, I am being told that Pollachi actually is a derivative of a Tamil word. Junction is an English word, so I do not know where does the Hindi imposition come in that. And also goes on to highlight the futility of such protests. Can you help our viewers enlighten on the difference between 1968 policy and a 2020 NEP, and how does the new one impose Hindi and the old one did not?
See, the new education policy, I think what I have understood is giving the broader perspective to the student to go for a choice-based subject system. So it's an administration who needs to offer the subjects, and it's the student who needs to select the languages what they want to learn. Now, when it comes to a controversy about...
Are you saying that is not the case in 2020 policy?
No, it's a 2020 policy.
Yes, okay.
It's a 2020 policy. If you see, the students are given more...
So you agree there is no mention of Hindi in particular, that Hindi has to be taught and it has to be chosen?
Yeah, at all the levels. At all the levels. I think more you can say more feasibility or more freedom is given to the student what he wants to learn or she wants to learn from the educational system. Now when it comes to administration, it's the responsibility of the state government as well as the central government to make whatever subjects offered to the students. Now when it is coming for Hindi imposition, I think both center as well as the state need to take care of the students what they want. There is nothing such things where one must impose anyone to learn a particular or force anyone to learn a particular language. It's all about the administration, because suppose in Gujarat, it is a Gujarati that can be one of the language when a student learn, because if he enters into an administration, he must be able to understand or communicate that thing. So another language can be decided by that particular state. So I don't think that center should force, or this kind of agitation is really distressful and not happy with what is happening right now.
But I'm slightly confused, sir. You are saying that there is no imposition, then you are saying the center must not impose. How is that?
That is what the controversy is right now.
That's what I'm trying to understand. So are you saying that the controversy holds no water? Because you just said that there is no imposition.
Yeah, if you see new education policy,
yes,
in that it is not anywhere written. It is more freedom is given to the students,
yes,
whether they want to learn Hindi or not. That is what I feel.
Okay, great. Now let me quote the National Education Policy of 1968, perhaps under the Congress rule. It said, Hindi-speaking states are required to teach Hindi, English and a modern Indian language, preferably a South Indian language, while non-Hindi-speaking states are expected to teach the local regional language, Hindi and English. Now, Mr. Subramaniam, which policy would you think was imposing Hindi? Under Congress era or under the current government?
No, in Congress era, it was they tried to impose on us. 1967, 1937 itself, Rajaji tried to implement that.
But now Mr. Stalin stays with Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Listen, 1937, that turned out to be a fiasco. Then in 1965, Congress wanted to impose Hindi on Tamilians.
Yes,
that was opposed
but now the same party that says that they are the flag bearers of Dravidian culture and a language, they are sitting and sharing stage with Rahul Gandhi. Stalin doesn't write these letters to Rahul Gandhi or the Congress party.
They have accepted the ground reality as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. So they have not gone ahead with the imposition of Hindi. That's what I'm saying. See, when there was an agitation in 1965, Congress understood the fierceness of the...
But Mr. Nikul Patel, even sitting right now in 2025, I'm not even going to 1960s, is saying there is nothing wrong with the NEP 2020.
No, I have gone through, because I have gone through each and every letter in the National Educational Policy. It says, option is given. 3 languages formula is to be implemented.
Yes,
but any language...
It doesn't say Hindi has to be imposed. It says 3 language formula.
So, see, who will learn any language other than Hindi In Tamil Nadu,
So
90
you're
to
saying
95% of the
that
people...
so students
speak
want to
Tamil.
learn Hindi, right? That is what, who will learn any other language means that students would want to learn Hindi.
Why should I waste my time in learning another language?
But if they want to, you don't
For
waste your
example,
time. You're saying students want to. I am not saying.
No,
I haven't spoken to
see,
students. Perhaps you have, which is why
I-
first you assume that they don't want to.
Basically, I am an educationist. I am
Yes.
an educationist. I am running an institution. I know very well what the parents want and what the students want and all that.
But you're
don't
saying
tell
both
me
things.
That this is all what the students
7 minutes
want
ago,
to,
you said they won't want to learn a third language. 7 minutes later, you are saying they would want to learn
I tell you,
Hindi.
if you have to learn a particular language, you would go to that place. You will definitely learn that. Maybe in 2 months or 1 month or 1.5 months or 2 months, maximum you will be able to converse with the people in that particular language.
Sir, I
But
think
that is out of
the
necessity.
students,
But
as the
here,
NEP says,
why do you want to
the
impose?
decision has
Why do
been
you
left to
want
the
to impose?
states, to the regions,
it
as
be
well as
any
to the
language.
students to decide what they want to. And so far, I haven't seen any concrete data that says that students have been consulted and their opinion has been heard. It's just politics that is playing out. Unfortunately, we've completely run out of time on this one. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me on this debate.